Happy Manifesting Monday to you. Today I want to talk about the blame game. This was a suggestion from my friend Carol. Thanks, Carol, for hanging out with me on Mondays and for requesting this topic. It's an important one. It's a good one. So the blame game. The blame game. Why do we play the blame game? And it is a game. It's a game where we say, here, take my power. I'm powerless. It's when we are a victim. We're a victim. Other people are more powerful than we are. And as long as we're playing the blame game, things aren't going to change. I did it for years. I thought my ex-fiance was so horrible and I could tell stories, and I blamed him and I told the story because I wanted people to agree with me. I wanted them to feel maybe some compassion, feel some pity, feel sorry for me because this terrible, terrible man did these terrible, terrible things to me. And then I realized after about 3 or 4 years, things weren't getting any better. It's because I was playing the blame game. So another reason we play the blame game is because we feel so powerless. And this may not be a conscious thing, but we may feel like we've got absolutely no power. So there's 2 ways to live our lives, as a victim or empowered. And not until we say, you know what, I am responsible for my reality, that the reality can change. Not until then can our reality improve. Not until then can we attract the gifts, blessings, and bounty that God wants to gift us with. As long as we're blaming, we're giving that person, that situation, the government, politics, the community, the weather, whatever we're blaming, more power than God in our lives. So this is what I do now when I'm hanging out with somebody who's playing the blame game. I say, consider for a moment that you are so powerful that your soul set this situation up for you to learn something very important. I'm going to ask that question again. So consider for a moment that you are so powerful that your soul created the situation for you to learn something very important. What is it you're trying to learn? So I'm usually met one of 3 ways when I ask this kind of question. Either 1, somebody gets really angry with me because I'm not buying into the pity party. Number 2, they look at me and say something like, are you smoking crack? They have no idea what I'm talking about. This 3rd way of responding to this kind of question, this is what I live for. These are the kinds of people that I want to hang out with. It doesn't happen often, but when they say, I'd never considered that before. I need to think about that and I'll get back to you. Maybe 1 out of 10 people respond that way. And you know what? Those are my people. And I suspect if you're hanging out with me, you're one of my people. So I'd be very interested in knowing, are you blaming anyone for anything? What do you think you're trying to learn from that situation? Why do you think you created the situation for yourself? Why is this happening for you rather than to you? Once you start looking at things from this perspective, we turn the coal into diamonds. We can use the grist for the mill, and our lives can become treasures. And then we can manifest the things that God wants to give us. If I was still playing the blame game, I wouldn't have this beautiful boy in my life, or Samson, or Steve, or probably you. It's a sad way to live. It's an unpleasant way to live. So if you've got somebody in your life that's playing the blame game and they just don't want to stop, give them compassion. Maybe ask them that question. They might go away, but maybe they'll eventually open their mind to the possibility of taking greater responsibility for their lives. And if they don't, that's okay. How can you take greater responsibility for your life? Where are the bad things happening for you rather than to you? And any situation where you're struggling, go, my soul must want me to learn something important. I wonder what it is. What does my soul want me to learn from this situation? Once you start asking those kinds of questions, you can start honing in on the wisdom that is the very center of you. You stop being so entrenched in this reality, duality, good, bad, right, wrong, this, that. We start ascending in our consciousness where we can start to attract gifts, bounty, blessings, beautiful relationships, vibrant health, prosperity, and all that your heart desires, and maybe some things you don't even know your heart desires. I'd be very interested in knowing your thoughts. How are you feeling? Are you blaming anyone for anything? And next time somebody is, ask them that question. Consider for a moment that you're so powerful, that your soul created this for you to learn something very important. What do you think that is? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you're feeling. If somebody's blaming, maybe you can forward them this video or ask them that question. And let's continue the conversation. Know you're my heart, meditation, and prayers. You are my pride, my joy, my purpose, my love. I adore you. I appreciate you. Let's continue to journey onward and upward, ascending in our consciousness, and just living a life of glory, heaven on earth, grace, ease, and of course, ever expanding love. God bless you. I love you.